This is going to be some bad news for the Paris major stickers. Many people are really just anticipating the next major release to really see how good those stickers are. Will they be borderless, better than Rio, worse than Rio? These are just questions which we don't have answers to at the moment, but what we do have answers to is how past majors have performed. As let's just begin with RMR, some capsules which were extremely overinvested into, which then we go into the next sticker release for Stockholm. These were then underinvested into, as many people saw the failure for RMR, didn't really want the same thing to happen with Stockholm, so they missed out, eventually caused it to have a great success. Then when we go to Antwerp, a lot of people saw the success with Stockholm, which inevitably led it to be oversupplied. Now we have Rio, many people saw how Antwerp was oversupplied, so they just skipped out on Rio, which has caused it to go undersupplied. Obviously, if we follow this similar pattern, it does potentially mean that Paris would be oversupplied because so many people are noticing what's actually happening with the Rio capsules right now. They sort of missed out on a really big increase on the market, going from around 30 cents USD, now spiking up over 40 cents, and it's really only just been a few days. A lot of Antwerp investors sort of thought this was what Antwerp was going to be. I mean, borderless stickers that were extremely hyped up during the sale, but obviously now that we know how Antwerp has performed, if you sold it for many months, you would have literally been losing money. That's not to say that Antwerp was a bad investment, it was just oversupplied, so it took an extremely long time for that to really just get cut down. This also doesn't even happen with just the capsules. You can see, for instance, with the Stockholm packages, these were a little bit oversupplied. I mean, a lot of people stocked up on them. You can see Stockholm and Mirage still have over thousands on the market, while when you take a look at the same thing for Antwerp, they just have a few hundred. One even has 77, but Mirage and Dust 2 only have 300 and 500. Seeing as so many people saw what happened with Stockholm and how there was thousands on the market, they just decided to skip out with Antwerp, obviously causing them to be a lot less invested into. So that's not to completely say that the Paris stickers are going to be absolutely oversupplied, as we obviously haven't seen them yet, but Rio's recent performance is definitely going to be playing a huge factor. A lot of the people who are going to be missing out won't want to be missing out with Paris this time around, so you can definitely expect them to at least be grabbing a few capsules. When we're going to be finding out more news for the Paris major, like all the teams which are officially going to be there, the RMRs are going to be ending around April 9th to April 14th, which is when we will be finding out all the exact teams that will be attending. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this though. I was sort of just thinking about this and I wanted to sort of just make a video on it. Maybe we can just look back on this in a few months and potentially see the Paris supply, as it is just sort of something to think about when you are planning to go invest into Paris within the next few months.